Right, welcome to another video, another founder update. So yeah, let's get straight into it. This will be like a boring one, I think. So yeah, let's get started. Basically, first things first is I took a week off. Last week I took a week off. And I felt like I needed it, right? Because it can be quite stressful running a startup, and sometimes it feels good to take some time off. But that also means that when you come back to work, there's a bunch of things you need to do, which is quite stressful. There's a bunch of emails you need to answer to, a bunch of messages you need to reply on Facebook, for instance, because a lot of people get in touch with me on Facebook, people with ideas, people with issues, and we're just two people, just me and Afonso, so it can get quite difficult to deal with all the messages and all the broken things, all the new ideas you want to do, all the new features, all the outreach, and sometimes it feels like there's not enough time. But I guess I just need to learn how to delegate more of my stuff, more of my work, which I'm trying to do right now, but it's not always that easy, right? But yeah, some stressful times these last couple of days, which I think it's normal, right? Running a startup, two people startup, and it is a marketplace, so it is one of the hardest business to run because I think I've said this before. You have to worry about the supply and worry about the demand. There's a bunch of people involved, and the more people you have, the more problems you have, right? So it's definitely a bit stressful to deal with all of this. I think I mentioned in my last video that we are gonna funnel down to solely an SEO platform, which we are still gonna do, but we still haven't done it yet, which we do need to do ASAP. But yeah, like I said last week, this past week I took a week off, me and Afonso, so we didn't do that. Sorry. But yeah, now today is Sunday. I used to record these on Friday, but yeah, just did it a day later, right? So yeah, I forgot what I was saying. I always get so hot with these because of the light. I try to make these look kind of good, and I have a light over there, but it makes it so hot. And Bali is out already, so it's like double hot. But yeah, I digress. We haven't done the funneling just yet. We need to do it. We need to get that done. But there's a bunch of other things we need to do. At least me, it's hard to like. So when you're running a business and a startup, you have to do everything, right? And it's hard to like. It's very difficult to focus on multiple things at a time, and there are multiple important things to focus on. So it gets kind of difficult, and it looks like you're not really making progress, even though you are, because your attention is spread out across multiple things, which is normal, but it makes things harder for sure. But that's just, I mean, startup life, I guess, right? Yeah, I have here three more notes. Vettted started as a marketplace for marketers, so we allowed basically any marketing service that could be sold on Vetted. We now are going to funnel the marketplace to solely SEO services. But on a marketplace, the issue with the marketplace is that there are a lot of marketplaces out there, right? Even though there is not one like ours, like Vetted is solely, or it's going to be solely a SEO based marketplace for vetted talent. There is nothing out there online for that. Especially when you take into account that we take no fees to the sellers and we have the consulting calls and whatnot, and everyone has to show their face, blah blah. There is nothing out there like that. But in the past 2-3 weeks, we've been trying to make Vetted outgrow this marketplace model, and that was the goal from the beginning. Since I launched Vetted, I always had this idea in mind, but the goal is to launch the business as a marketplace because it's the easiest thing to do, in my opinion, and then like expand it in other areas. So for instance, last week or 2 weeks ago, we released the Vetted Essentials, which are basically services provided by Vetted itself. We have this other thing, which is the SEO counseling, which basically a business can go on Vetted, fill a form, and then we'll match them with a we'll match them with services and providers that are ideal for their business based on a video audit we do. So we are moving and have been moving towards maintaining the marketplace, of course, but moving towards a more, not just a marketplace-based business, right? We want to do a matching services, the essentials like Amazon Basics. We want to branch out because having solely a marketplace was never the idea from the start, and is not like anything that is how do you say it, innovative, right? Even though like positioning ourselves as we have positioned ourselves right now is innovative, but the marketplace business in it of itself isn't. So we're moving towards that sense. Moreover, marketplaces have like very low margins. You look at Fiverr, for example. People say they take too much, they're too greedy, they take 20% margins, but they don't take that home. So with the 20% margins, we have to take into account the not greedy, but yeah, the payment processors basically. That can take like up to 5%, or even up to 5%, which is a lot. So you can imagine a marketplace like Vettted, which takes solely 10% out of the buyers, not the sellers. We do of course have to deal with payment processors, and it's not just the issue of the fees they take. It's the issue of, for instance, with MangoPay. This is more of a technicality, right? But our business Vetted is registered in Portugal, and MangoPay is registered in Luxembourg, in Europe as well. And so there's this Portuguese law that does not allow you to recoup the VAT on a purchase. So for instance, when MangoPay sends us our fees, they put a 17% VAT on top of it, which we cannot like recoup, because I'm not sure how it works in America or any other place, but in Portugal, when we make a purchase, let's say I buy a computer, and the computer has like this sales tax in it. Me as a company, I can deduct that sales tax and basically buy the computer without that sales tax. I hope this is making sense. But in the case of MangoPay, because MangoPay is not located in Portugal, on top of the fee they take as a payment processor, which is around 3%, they take also 17% on top of those 3%. So 3% times 0.17, that's how much they take actually. And again, our margins are like 7% per transaction, which is very low. Of course, if we want to grow and hire developers and run ads and all that, we do need more volume. And we're processing around 25k, 30k per month right now, steadily. Of course, we have some better weeks that deviate the median or the average, I guess. But we're processing around 25 to 30k a month, and that's around 1.5k in profit, not in profit, actually in revenue. We then have to take into account the email providers we use, the servers, the hostings, all that. So I guess we are profitable, but not profitable enough to do the things we're going to do. So this is just a rant about fees, I guess. I have it written down here, fees on fees, and margins too slim. But yeah, that's just the reality of marketplace. You need volume. When you're in a marketplace, you need volume. So yeah, that's what we are working towards right now, which ties in with the next thing I had written here, which is the keeping up, reaching out to people, keeping on doing that. I've been doing it. I did it last week. I'll do it every week, right? And yeah, basically to grow the business, we have to talk with more people, and I'm sweating so much. Talk with more people, basically reach out to the talent, which is what I've been doing, and I need to do more of, right? But it's a very manual process. Yeah, I guess and I record these videos to hold myself accountable, right? I said this from the start, so I need to do more reaching out to more sellers, more talent, which again we've been doing, but yeah, I need to do more of, because without that we won't grow, right? Because right now on Vetted, around 3 to 4 of the people make 90% of the money that comes to Vetted, right? So it's me, Bradley, Tony, maybe maybe Hillary. So around 4 people rake in 90% of the money Vetted makes, or vetted processes. So we need more people like them, and we're working towards it. But it takes time, right? I think I've mentioned this before as well. It takes time because you need to do the reach out. People need to agree with you. There aren't that many people interested, or not interested, but there aren't that many people that are qualified. No, that's actually not true. Let me rephrase that. But you need to reach out to them. They need to agree. You need to set up a profile for them because they don't want to do it themselves. You need to help them set up the services, which takes time. They need to do the thumbnails, they need to do the descriptions, the packages, the pricing, the samples. All that takes time. All right, I ran out of battery. Yeah, as I was saying, this is not an excuse, right? We're doing the best we can, but it takes time. Yeah, sorry. I guess this video is kind of boring, to be honest, but I'm not even sure if people watch this till the end. But like I said, these are more to hold myself accountable. Yeah. Maybe these are not the best thing. Sometimes I ask myself if I should be doing this or not. But yeah. Then some more fun things. We finally added PayPal to all the services, so now people can use PayPal to pay with Vettted. But there is like a 5% fee on top of that, because we cannot support PayPal's fees. PayPal's fees are crazy high, and our margins are slim as they are. If we were to support PayPal's fees, we'd be losing money almost. So buyers will pay for the PayPal fee. That's just how it is. So yeah. Yeah, sorry. Finally, we're gonna partner up with someone to not change Vetted's course, but help Vetted in a very, very big way in doing something that there's nothing of in the market, which will be crazy interesting if it works. So we'll have like the marketplace as we have it right now, the platform, Vetted platform, but we're gonna have something really interesting that it's gonna break the SEO world. It's gonna be pretty fun. But I'll update you more on that later on. It will require some investment, which we are looking for. We need to work on the pitch deck, which we will be doing this coming week, hopefully. And yeah, that's basically it, I guess. Pretty boring video, but yeah, I just took a week off. We are doing so much stuff. We are funneling down. There's a bunch of things I have to do. I have here like a long list of things. I have to record a bunch of videos because I'm leveraging my audience, of course, my SEO audience, like a small personal brand, to bring in people to Vetted. And I need to tell them, I need to not use them more, but leverage them more. And I have here a bunch of things that I wanna do with that to boost Vetted's growth. So yeah, I guess one final note in this, which is again part of the reason why I do this, is to like have self-accountability and self-realization to some extent, is the fact that around 4 people make up 90% of Vetted's money, and that's not good. So we need to find more people. So we need to do more outreach, which we're doing right now, but we need to do more. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next week. If you do need SEO services, make sure to try Vetted out. We do have some high-end professionals over there, which can help you out with SEO needs. And we've been live for 5 months, I think, right now. Yeah, 5 months, and we've accomplished 2 guys building a 30K. That sounds bad. Not 30K. We percent 30K a month, but yeah, we don't make 30K a month. But yeah, I think sometime. But yeah, I got a tattoo as well, but I'll talk about that maybe in a later video. I think. Damn, I'm completely lost. I'm so hot. Thank you so much for watching, and let's catch up next week for another video. Cheers.